Hi everyone, we're going to graph f of x and the secant line, and we're going from -2 to 1. We're going to have to find our y's for f of x. So we'll get started. We're doing this problem here, and I've already done the other 3 problems on different videos. So here's an example of a secant line. It's right in here versus a tangent line, and the secant line is just the average rate of change. Our thing is we have to find the equation of the secant line. So basically we want to go from -2 to 1, and we have to find what our y is. So let's just plug in -2 to find our y. So that's -2 squared minus 3. That's 4, take away 3. And that's going to be 1. And then plug in 1, and we get 1 squared minus 3 is -2. So now that we have 2 points, we have point 1 and point 2, we can just use this slope formula, change in y over change in x, and go -2 minus 1, divided by 1 minus a -2. So that's going to be -3. It's going to be -3 divided by 3, so our slope is -1. Now get to the equation, we're just going to use y equals mx plus b, and our slope is -1. To find your b, plug in one of these. It doesn't really matter. I guess I'll plug in the first point. So we get 1 equals -1 times -2 plus b. So we get 1 equals 2 plus b, so b is -1. Therefore, going back to this equation, we have y equals -x, and your b is actually -1. So -1. So there's your equation of your secant line. All right. And we have these 2 points. So we're going to graph the secant line and the graph of f of x. So -2, 1, 1. All right. So I'm trying to memorize this. We have -2, 1, and 1 to -2. And this graph right here is just the vertical shift down by 3. 1, 2, 3. And also, if you factor this, set it to 0, you get x minus square root of 3 times x plus square root of 3. And that's approximately, square root of 3 is approximately 1.73. So I'll put it about there and there. So there's that curve right in there. And so there's that. Let's see if I can get it better graphing these. So -2 maps to 1, so there's that. And 1 maps to -2. We got it okay. So what they're asking for is this equation of the secant line, and your slope is this average rate of change from here to there. So the average rate of change of that curve there, and that's going to be actually this line right there. All right, which we already know was y equals -x minus 1. And it kind of fit in nicely on this, because you see your y-intercept there, and you also see the negative slope. And when you're doing the equation of the secant line, you actually want to extend this out a bit and get it all the way through, because this part right in here is just your -1 part, your average rate of change. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.